What about that thuggery? So I ask you, is posting the dirty word diaper video courageous, or is the police union smugly stereotyping African Americans? What do you think? Call me, 1-877-JVM-SAYS, 1-877-586-7297. Straight out to our fantastic Lion's Den debate panel. They are ready to rumble tonight. We've got Willie Hamilton, president of Black Men United, as well as attorney J. Wendell Gordon, facing off against two feisty females, Deputy DA Wendy Patrick and Rolanda Watts of Blog Talk Radio. Rolanda, my buddy, why do you think it's okay and even good for the police union to have posted this video?
Well, I applaud the police union for doing it. I think it was a responsible thing. I think it was the appropriate thing, and I think it gives us a peep into some extreme dysfunction. If you have a family that is vilely disrespecting the weakest, the purest link in society, I think that the union that is there to protect and serve the community must let us know, if you are teaching children this, and children are growing up under this type of atmosphere, and you treat your children like that, then the rest of us aren't safe at all. I'm sure the police are feeling that way. That the level of disrespect was so vile.
Willie Hamilton, president and founder of Black Men United.
Yolanda,
go ahead, take it.
Yolanda, I agree with some of the things that you're saying, but I think the Omaha Police Department missed a teachable moment here. Instead of posting the video on Facebook, why didn't they contact us or other organizations within the community to be able to try to assist the family? We already have a distrust when it comes to the police department. And what do you think this is actually doing? I believe this was racist. I believe it was insensitive for the police department to do this, and I believe it crossed the line. I don't know what community you live in, but in the community that I live in, it is very much a distrustful atmosphere. And this is some of the things that the police department use to be able to put pressure.
I think whatever community you live in, that is vile to do to a child. Vile to do to a child. I don't care what community it is.
All right, Jay Wendell, jump in.
I'm at a loss for words for someone to believe that this is proper police work. This is child abuse, and the police department is continuously or re-abusing this child over and over again. This child doesn't have a chance. He's a victim in this case. To use him as if he's some poster child for the thug cycle is absurd and ridiculous. And for someone to say that this is okay, I question what they consider in the grand scheme of things is racism or not in this
well, again,
particular
the union claims they posted this video to educate people, to educate them about the growing violence that they're dealing with in Omaha. And, the other controversy is that if you see that we blurred the child's face, the union did not bother to blur this child's face. So now everybody in the community knows who this kid is and the family. I don't worry about the adults. I worry about the kid. Here's another clip, but we've got to warn you that this clip is very disturbing. Listen once again to this child.
Say nigga my name 3 times. You a hoe. What's up then? Post for the camera, dude. Say I'm thugging it with my diaper on. Huh? Say I'm thugging with my diaper on.
Wendy Patrick, you're a prosecutor, and you've prosecuted a lot of cases. Here's what I find disturbing. I don't know if the police union contacted child services, but I think that they should have. These parents are speaking to these, I don't know if they're parents, they're adults, and the video was posted originally by a relative, according to published reports. But these adults are speaking to this child in a sexual fashion about sexuality, about sexual issues that I cannot repeat here. Is this child abuse? Should these adults be charged with child abuse? Should child services come in and take these kids away?
And it's a great question. One of the things that is so just shocking about this video is the fact that this is all going on with responsible adults in the room. And one of the things that was pointed out, by the way, by the police department was while nothing was criminal, they posted it in order to raise public awareness. While there are exceptions, it is undeniable that things like this, the environment in which a child is raised, is linked with adult criminality, with adult antisocial personality, with criminal behavior. And that was the intent of the police department. It's shocking, yes, but as a society, we often learn through shock value.
You know, but here's the thing. You know, if you want to talk about in the bad parenting department, my gosh, do we cover examples every day here? And, you know, of course, Lindsay Lohan comes to mind immediately. But let's get serious here. Take a look at former President Bill Clinton. His stepfather, the guy who raised him, was described as a violent alcoholic, addicted to gambling. The idea that this child is destined to become a gang member because of bad parenting, I think is deeply offensive to the notion that we all not only are capable of redemption, but we are not destined to repeat the horrors that our parents may have inflicted on us. I think that that's called free choice, and that's called growing and evolving as a human being. So I honestly think that I find it a little offensive to assume that this kid is going to become a quote-unquote thug. And I'll toss that to Willie Hamilton.
And that's a stereotype that a lot of folks actually put on our community. And to put that label on a 2-year-old child before that child even grown up, it's wrong, not only as for our community, but as a country. I think we as a race, as community leaders, should be outraged that these individuals are using a child as a political venue, if you will, to be able to put this rhetoric out there that all our kids who talk like this are going to end up being thugs.
Well, let's go out to the phone lines. Want to get to Shannon, Omaha, Nebraska. That's happening in Nebraska, and you're from Nebraska. What do you got to say, Shannon?
Well, the Omaha Police Officer Association website is not the official Omaha Police Department website, first of all, and I don't think it's right the way they're associating one with the other, because it does cause a distrust between the officers that are on the street and the officers that are making statements like this. But, you know, as far as this situation goes, some of that parenting is they just think it's cute. They think it's funny when they see a kid doing that. And it's not. They don't realize that when they grow up like that, I mean, I don't know what the rest of that household looks like.
Shannon, I think you've made some very good points. We want to stress it. We did not say it was the police that put this up. It was the Police Officers Union. Jay, do you want to address her thoughts, though, namely that we're kind of confusing apples and oranges here? It was the police union that did this. This is not the police department itself.
Well, it's a representative of the police department, and I think people associate that video with the police department. And again, this video is not showing thuggery. What it's showing is a child being the victim of some very harsh language. The child is not engaged in any violence, so it can't be used as something to stop the promotion of violence. What you have is a half-naked child who's being taught various words, and very intelligent child too, who's being taught this very bad language that's not going to fare him well in the future. And it's
well,
disgusting.
this is what I would have done if I were the police union or the police. I would get child services out there to investigate this family, as opposed to trying to make this poor child, who doubly victimized by making him a poster child for future thugs, which I think is a completely false notion. And I do feel that it contributes to stereotyping. But I also condemn what these adults are doing. Shame on you. Shame on you for what you're doing to this kid. All right. A North Carolina family says a cop killed their mentally ill son in cold blood, but did police have a reason to shoot him dead? We're going to talk to one of the victim's family members on the other side. He's outraged and says it was murder.
See this kid? This is my son. This is my flesh and blood that they murdered.
And so you can see here, like right here, I can just, check my policy here, add a car, speak to customer service, check on a claim, all with the tap of my Geico app.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, I would disagree with you, but that would make me a liar.
No, dude, you're on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, I pretty much walked into that one.
Geico, anywhere, anytime. Just a tap away on the Geico app. LegalZoom has helped start over 1 million businesses. If you have a business idea, we have a personalized legal solution that's right for you. With easy step-by-step guidance, we're here to help you turn your dream into a reality. Start your business today with LegalZoom.
I'm 47 and I'm recently divorced.
I'm also in a different stage of life now.
The last time I dated, there was no such thing as the internet.
1 in 5 relationships now begin on an online dating site.
I'm on Match, and now I'm enjoying dating.
I'm taking charge of my life, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it.
You can't dance or you don't like to dance?
I'm a horrible dancer. My daughter's like, you have to be pretending that you're this bad.
Match.com. More dates, more